Okay, what's up, guys? So, What Culture Wrestling has uploaded another video. This one is called 10 Wrestlers Who Benefited from Looking Incredibly Stupid. Alright? Now, yeah, they had like the thumbnail of Daniel Bryan, and I remember like when he had like, he was a heel at one point. And it was, it was like, it helped him. It helped him. Like, people like that, and it helped him improve his career and stuff. Now, look at him. He's the GM of SmackDown. It's like, he can't wrestle, but it's like at least he's still gonna be a part of wrestling and things. Like he changed the world. The wrestling world, but he changed the wrestling world, and it's like, yeah, I mean, even though he looked incredibly stupid, like at some points, like he was like having like yelling wars with fans. Like it'd be a fan chanting yes, and then he'll be chanting no and stuff, and it looked funny. It was funny and stuff. So yeah, I'll say it did help out his career. But let's see some other wrestlers. I know Daniel Bryan ain't gonna probably be the only one, but let's see some other wrestlers. Now I'm talking like I'm from Looney Tunes. All right, moving on. Make sure you go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling. They got 1,025,000 subscribers. And that being said, let's get into this video.
In the modern era, there's nothing that can kill a crowd's enthusiasm as quickly as looking stupid. Ask Fandango,
like the social outcast,
Ascension, Adam Rose, and they'll be more than happy to tell you after they finish.
Oh yeah.
The majority of fans have no patience for corporate branded shenanigans and would rather the company spend more time putting together exciting matches with fresh talent than dressing little people as alligators and giving one more reason to feel ashamed about our favorite sport. But once in a blue moon, when the stars perfectly align, a superstar is made to look so stupid they manages to turn cringe into cash. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com. And here are 10 wrestlers who benefited from looking incredibly stupid. Number 10, Sheamus. Sheamus returned to the WWE ring after 5 months on the bench nursing multiple injuries, and he didn't return alone. He brought a big barrel full of dirt with him. Sheamus was not content with already looking like the roided brother of Beaker, and the Great White shaved his head into a ginger mohawk and braided his beard, looking like the world's angriest chicken or a metrosexual Viking. Reasonably, the fans started chanting, "You look stupid," which was actually great for the Celtic Warrior. For a limited run at least, his look gave him fan engagement he hadn't had for years. He went on to be booked very boringly indeed, which is a shame, but for a while, the stupid was just what he needed. Number 9, Daniel Bryan. Yep. Daniel Bryan, once downtrodden hero of the internet.
It's weird. It's so weird seeing him, because I remember I seen Daniel Bryan from the start, all the way from like first season of NXT all the way up until now, and it's so weird seeing him and things back, like from back then all the way up until now.
The champion was set to defend his belt against pre-chicken Sheamus at Mania 28. Both men could go like the clappers in the ring, so from a pure wrestling fan's perspective, this match had the potential to steal the show. The bell rang, a kiss, a kick, and 18 seconds later, the bell rang again. For any wrestler other than Daniel Bryan,
I remember that
abject humiliation could have been the death knell of an entire career.
AJ, I wonder what she's doing nowadays. I remember because she retired when she married CM Punk and stuff, and I don't know if many people knew that. They're like, what? She married CM Punk? It's like AJ Lee. Yeah, I wonder what she's doing nowadays. Like, cause when she retired, I was like, that was sudden. Like, she barely even had a career. Like, it's like people probably really they might not remember her. Who knows? I mean, if you've been watching wrestling for a while, you might. But if you kind of started at the time she left, like, I feel like a lot of people ain't gonna probably remember her and things. So
out of respect for his wrestling acumen,
she did have a moment in wrestling.
Bryan became as 18 seconds forced him to a near psychosis. The fans began chanting his name. They began chanting 18 seconds, and then fatefully they began chanting yes. Number 8. Goldust, the ambassador of looking fucking stupid, Dustin Goldust Runnels has forged an entire career from the Play-Doh of dumb. He burst onto the scene, confounding and infuriating straight wrestlers and fans alike with his unsettling, sexually aggressive behavior, feminine wit.
It's weird, because I always just thought, like, when I had started watching it and then he came into the scene, I thought that's, like, he just came into the scene like that. But I look back and it's like, he's always been like that. I'm like, oh. Alrighty then. I'm like, okay, I guess so. But I'm like, then when I seen him without the face, I'm like, wow, that's Goldust. I'm like, that is something else. So I'm like, that's it. Then to find out, when I found out like some of this stuff about wrestling, like Cody Rhodes was his brother, I'm like, I'm so lost right now. I am so lost.
Jumpsuit. You just couldn't look away from him, something that Runnels leapt upon as he began to reinvent himself with increasingly debased and unbelievable results. He would don grey jumpsuits with black negligee painted on them with his face painted red. Oh my god, the clashing. His hair would go from acid green to blood red to royal blue from week to week to week. He wore pink fluffy singlets and masquerade masks and was occasionally led down to the ring on a leash. Sure, it's cloying and obnoxious, and I'm just trying to get on with my day here, but I can see the demented amount of man-hours that's gone into the whole production. So fine, I'll admit it, it's compelling. And decades later, he's still painted and still performing. Number 7, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is an Olympic hero and remains to this day one of the great grapplers of all time. He also went through one of the greatest character transitions ever, debuting as an uptight, pompous, self-promoting prude before slowly turning into the wrestling machine, a ferocious in-ring force of bone-breaking, suplexing intensity, and also wanted to have sex with Booker T's wife. The linchpin of that turn? He got shaved bald. Looking back, you could already see that Kurt Angle was losing the Iron Man match against his hairline. Evidently, he made the...
I mean, it's kind of like... I mean, yeah, when I see him with hair, it's just like... that could happen any day of the week. He could have got a haircut. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really see, like, he gets his hair shaved. It's like he had, like... It looks like he kind of got, like, that Vince McMahon thing going on when he got his hair shaved afterwards. And so it's like, to get cut off, I'm like, what... That's nothing. It seems like you already got a haircut and stuff, so...
And his look, and WWE thought, well, might as well get a match out of this, and placed him in a rarely seen at the time hair versus hair match against longtime rival Edge. One small package later, what followed was weeks and weeks of anger.
Now look, they both got their haircut,
pretending not to
so it doesn't even really matter.
That he was, fashioning wigs to his skull with headgear and refusing to let anyone see or even acknowledge his chrome dome. Finally, he was exposed, and after the dust had settled, Kurt Angle had given himself a sleeker, more aggressive look, while successfully losing none of the original charm that made him great. Number 6, Cody Rhodes. From a loss of hair to the strategic gaining of it now, in 2012, Cody Rhodes was somewhat adrift. His dashing gimmick was spent, and the man in the mask shtick had played itself out. He remained a talented competitor, but was lacking a tangible connection with the fans. Then injury struck. Cody needed this time off to reinvent himself, to painstakingly dissect his appeal and calculate the most effective way to establish his character and his brand with the WWE audience. He grew a moustache. And it worked. Rhodes became the delusional heel, calling his lip rat a love stash, printing t-shirts with moustaches on them, and taking pride in the fact that his facial hair definitely didn't make him look like Tom Selleck's son that he doesn't tell people about. By Money in the Bank 2013, he was one of the most over superstars on the card. Number 5, Rikishi. Rikishi had trouble getting over in the years preceding his Too Cool reinvention. As Fatu, he slipped down the card significantly after his partner Samu left. He suddenly learned fluent English and took on a motivational community leader gimmick that didn't take. He became the Sultan, who wore a mask and never spoke, and it didn't take. Then in 1999, he returned to the WWF with bleached blonde hair and wearing a black thong. All the more to show off his, in the words of good old JR, bodacious bum. He began to rub this same bum in people's faces, and the crowd popped huge for it. Oh, how hideous that must smell. What could have tanked...
I'm about, like, I've been looking to get injured in the WWE. If they said, like, oh, you're going to have a wrestling match with him, like, I would purposely injure myself just so I would not either win the match or just, if I know I'm going to lose, I'm going to leave. Because I'm like, this ain't happening. There ain't going to be no grown man rubbing his, that's definitely breaking the guy code. Like, you do not, you don't put your butt in another man's face. Like, that's breaking bro code right there. So, just saying.
For anyone less committed, Rikishi used as a weapon of dominance and stink faced his way straight into not only our hearts, but also the Hall of Fame. Number 4, Damien Sandow. In 2013, Damien Sandow lost and confused after being...
Isn't he in TNA now? I think he is in TNA. He's somewhere, but I think TNA.
Lose clean, began a seemingly endless series of woeful vignettes, dressing up and losing every single time he wrestled. But then Miz, embracing his new movie star persona, decided he'd rather not wrestle that night and introduced his stunt double, Damien Mizdow. Everyone's hearts got a little bit smaller that day. Somehow, it became the funniest thing in wrestling, and we're not kidding. Mizdow began to impersonate Miz, not just in the ring.
All the time, see him in the corner doing something weird.
Punched, fall in his ass when Miz would fall in his ass, and whenever Miz got thrown over the top.
Like, I remember I seen him, and I'm not like, okay, what is he? Like, I'll be paying attention to the match, then see him in the corner. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, this started paying attention. I'm like, oh, he's got it. The stunt double, got it. Okay, makes sense.
Acknowledge Miz's opponent, and then hurl himself over the top rope too. It took devoted professionalism to take a stupid idea and make it into a thing of beauty. And speaking of The Miz, number 3, The Miz. He debuted looking like this. And he's still on the roster. Nice work, Miz. Applause. Number 2, Team Hell No. Whoever thought this would work?
Hey, that was quick.
The luckiest son of a bitch in the history of wrestling. Daniel Bryan and Kane, fresh off an angle where they were both competing for the WWE Championship in the affections of AJ Lee, they began exhibiting frustrations and were put in anger management classes. They spoofed Sally, hung out with a cardigan called Dr. Shelby, and finally hugged it out in the ring. it worked. The sheer weirdness of Bryan and Kane's partnership, their stiff but earnest delivery, and the fans' blossoming love of the yes chant turned this into not only a successful angle, but
I think they trying to do kind of like have something like that going on. Like they think, oh, when two bad wrestlers, it's like, you know, they're not gonna be making it to the WWE Championship status anytime soon. So let's kind of have them, you know, working on you know, being tag team champions and have them work together while being rivals and stuff. So yeah, it's like you know, they're trying to kind of do that with well, they were trying to, now they didn't work it out. And who knows how long that lasts, but with Cesaro and Sheamus. And so I feel like they kind of like just trying to copy their stories and stuff and remake them, but with just different wrestlers and stuff. So that's the case. And it's all like, yeah, it was just good with Kane and Daniel Bryan. But you ain't gotta like repeat it and stuff. Like
Tag Team Championship
it was a good thing.
Out of which Bryan emerged as the next
like maybe you should have had it drag on longer so you won't have to do it with other wrestlers.
Hot main event megastar with his weakling storyline. Hashtag WWE Hug trended worldwide, which proves that everything we know about good ideas and bad ideas is wrong. And number one, everyone who ever took the atomic leg drop. Hulk Hogan had the worst finisher in professional wrestling. Okay, maybe the worm was worse. What's even more humiliating was being Hogan's opponent and letting yourself be pinned after taking it, especially post-2000. There's just some part of the human brain that will subconsciously bury a wrestler who can kick out of a DDT, but is obliterated by an old man falling on them. But there was a rather large upside. See, if a wrestler was put into a program with Hogan during the 80s and 90s, they knew two things. They would end up on their back for the 1, 2, 3, and their paycheck would increase by a factor of 10, 11, 12. In the Esther year of the WWF, if you wrestled in the opening match on the card, you were lucky to receive $300 for your trouble. Wrestling in the main event against Hogan, however, well, Honky Tonk Man said it best. Believe me, brother, when you're getting that leg dropped on you and you're making $10,000 to take that leg drop every day for 9 shows a week, believe me, I love that leg drop.
Yeah,
we're never going to stop doing
called
wrestling.
I'm getting paid $10,000, and it's like for 9 weeks, or for like 9 weeks, or 9 times to get that leg drop, and it's like 9 weeks, and it add up $90,000. Like, come on now. Like
issue 4, the first
magazine I'll take a leg drop.
We're looking back on the wrestling year that was, including end-of-year awards for best and worst matches of 2016, best and worst wrestlers of 2016, best and worst feuds, and many more. Also, a gigantic career retrospective on AJ Styles, Dixie Carter's crimes against wrestling, and how WWE should have booked the road to WrestleMania 2016, written by this sexual Catherine Wheel. As ever, the magazine is available now to order at shop.whatculture.com.
Like, What Culture? They making with the wrestling thing, they making moves. Because I know they got the other channel. I don't really watch the stuff on the other channel, but I need to see what's going down on that channel. But yeah, they making moves with this channel, the What Culture Wrestling and stuff. But anyways, yeah, this is a good video. It's a good video. You know, it's like, I feel like a lot of stuff, it was like, I mean, besides the Hulk Hogan and Kurt Angle, I think he was gone by the time I started watching wrestling. And Hulk Hogan, like he was an on and off thing. Like they both went TNA, but yeah, everything else, like I remember some of it. And things. So, but yeah, it's like WWE. They do that stuff. Like they just have a wrestler just, you know, look stupid. Like Daniel Bryan, I say, out of this whole list, it would be the best. You know, with the first thing that they were talking about, not the thing that he had going on with Kane. Like that was good too. But I just, like, you know, like seeing how it all fell out for him. Like he was being interactive with the fans as a heel. So that was like kind of good too. And I feel like that's what, like, you know, he was good as a heel and as a face. And so it was like, you know, I felt like out of the whole list, it was, you know, his was probably the best. Because the fans would just be so hyped and things when he came out. And it's like, that's just, I've never seen that before. So it's like to be a heel and you ain't getting booed by everybody. Like, come on now. Like, I mean, it happens. Like, you know, you got your heels and then they get cheered for. But it's like him. He was already having a crowd cheering for him as if he was like a legend that just returned from being gone for like 10 years and things. And the last time they seen him was in WWF or WCW or somewhere back then, or in ECW. I don't know. But yeah, it's like he changed, like, you know, wrestling and stuff, I would say. You know, and so it was like, yeah, he did good. Out of this whole list, I'm choosing Daniel Bryan, all right? But anyways, comment below who you think had the most in who benefited more from looking incredibly stupid. I say Daniel Bryan, but comment below who you think and things. But anyways, and there might have been some that they didn't even add to the list, so comment below that too and stuff. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go subscribe to What Culture Wrestling for more videos like this, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are new.